State action, the thing that I didn't really get until I just went and actually read the short and happy guide. State action is really weird that I guess maybe I missed when the professor just went, state action is how we make it so non-state actors are treated like state actors for the purposes of the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment! We're going to talk about that! 14th Amendment. What's the 14th Amendment? The 14th Amendment is due process stuff. And it gives Congress it gives Congress the power to create basically ways to sue states. States can't be sued. That's the 11th Amendment. States are basically immune from suit against other citizens. The only time they wouldn't be immune is other states or the United States. Why would why would those two people be allowed to sue states? Because they also have sovereign immunity, and I guess kind of cancels out. I don't know. Sovereign immunity is a concept I don't really get. For a million reasons. Cough, cough, like Gaddafi. Anyway, I don't like that he had sovereign immunity. That was kind of dumb. Anyway, so back to the 14th Amendment. So, the 14th Amendment allows Congress to create ways to sue states when they violate your rights. That's just kind of the general rule when it comes to the 14th Amendment. And certain actors can be treated like states when they're in partnership with a state. Basically, if a state orders action by a private entity, that entity is now responsible for following the rules that would apply to states, due process rules. But if they haven't ordered it, not so much. Now, there's also called this partnership doctrine, where if they're in a partnership with the state, that's kind of the same thing. However, that doesn't mean everyone who's really working with the state is required, right? For example, a utility, even one that is granted a monopoly, is not state action unless what they're doing has been ordered directly by the state. So say a state commissions a power company and they say deliver electricity to all these homes. That's state action. The delivering of the electricity, I guess, would be state action. But say they cut someone off from the electricity for being naughty, that would not be state action, and they wouldn't be subject to the due process clause. Let me see if there's anything else I'm missing when it comes to the partnership doctrine, because I think that is one area where I might be missing a test. It's one of those things that sometimes you feel like there should be more of a test, but there often is not. Apologies. I'm having trouble finding the state action doctrine. Let me see if I can control F it. There it is. So it must serve or the actor must be currently serving a public function. Forgot to mention that. So if you're running a town as a company, boom, you're acting as a state. It must be like a traditional and exclusive government function. Running elections, running a whole town, but not delivering electricity, right? The first electric companies were private, and they were run by Thomas Edison. And and then another one is if an agent of the state is acting under color of law, but that's kind of just general, right? You're a state then. And then joint participant, encourage approval or entanglement such that you're acting in concert. Then it's also state action. So the one case that exists really is that there was this coffee shop that was in a parking lot that was run by the government. That was covered. However, I don't really get that, because it's also notable that if you're just leasing state land, you're not covered by the state action doctrine. So kind of cuts in a weird set of directions. Anyway, that's pretty much all of common law. Took me almost exactly an hour.